Welcome back as we continue to track Helene. We have a little update we want to tell you about what's going on here at Wink News. Like many of you at home, we're experiencing some high water around our TV station. Some water has gotten into our building, so we have moved to a temporary set. We're in the newsroom. This is where we're going to be at least for a little while.
Yeah, we're in the newsroom. It's a little bit higher than where our studio is, but we wanted to let you know that we're going to continue to be with you every step of the way. We're all safe, we're okay, and we're nice and dry here in the Wink newsroom.
All right, we want to now go out to Jolene Esperto, who is by the Matanzas Pass Bridge. She is on the San Carlos side of the bridge, not on Fort Myers Beach, but very near Fort Myers Beach. Jolene, you've been out there for a little while now. LCSO is out there. What are you seeing? What's going on out there? Well, about 1 o'clock this morning, we were on the air and we had a woman call in, and she was really in a tight spot. Flood water was coming up. She was in Punta Gorda, and she has two small children, a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. And she just needed information as to, what she should do, how she should proceed, if she should try to start climbing up in the attic to try to avoid the flood waters, all those kinds of things.
Yeah, so let's listen to part of where we walked Savannah through this situation with her family tonight. We have a Wink News viewer who we have on the phone line and want to check in with and see how she's doing. She's in Punta Gorda.
Yeah, Savannah, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so Savannah, kind of tell us your story. I understand you have two small children and you guys are basically locked in your home.
Yes, we're locked in the house. The water outside is probably chest level. In the house, it's knee high, and we're like 6 inches of dry space away from. We're on the bed with the kids, and it's rising, and we might just have to try and jump up in the attic. I'm not sure. This is.
I certainly understand the fear that you have and how difficult that is with two young children. So do you guys have a second story, or is it just a one-story home with the attic that you could get to?
It's a one-story home with the attic. We've called 911, and they're inundated with people needing help, and we are one of those people. And I just want to get my two small children out of here, and by boat, by plane. I don't care. I need to make sure that they are out of this.
Okay, let's see if we can help you some. Let's bring in Matt and see if he can tell us what's happening with the water. Matt, Matt, go ahead. Tell us what's happening with her, the water where she is.
Hi, Savannah. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes.
Are you hanging in there? I know it's been a rough night for you and many up and down Southwest Florida. Hey, I can even hear it in your voice. I want to give you some reassurance here in terms of the water levels. I've been gathering emails from a lot of locals in your area, and we are starting to see the water levels either hit their max or starting to go down. So what you are experiencing right now, it's not going to get worse. We're not going to continue to pile up water. If anything, so time now is about 120. As we hit 2, as we hit 3 and 4, you will start to very slowly, very gradually start to go down. So I just wanted, I know you're going through a lot right now, and I just wanted to reassure you that we're getting through it. We're almost there. You're basically at the worst of what you're going to experience, and then as we go through the next 2 hours, you're going to very slowly, very gradually start to see it go down.
Okay, and that is what her main question was, is this the height of it, and when will it start to recede? So knowing that it's going to start receding, I can feel better. I hopefully can last out this last dry spot in the house with the kids and await help.
Okay, and hang in there. We're thinking about you, all right?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so Savannah, I hope that helps. I feel for you. When my children were little, we were living in Charleston, South Carolina, and we had a major hurricane. And so I kind of understand a little bit about what you're going through, but hopefully this is going to be the absolute worst for you. It doesn't sound like you're going to need to get into the attic.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And tell us, how old are your children, and are they sleeping? Are they able to sleep through this?
They are 5 years old and 1 year old, and I just got the 1-year-old to sleep after hours. So she's finally taking some rest, and the 5-year-old, he's trying to close his eyes, but it's a lot going on, and it smells really bad in here. With the sewage has backed up. It's awful. It's quite hard to be in. Our neighbors have tried to escape. Our elderly neighbors have tried to get in their cars and leave, and that has not worked out. I don't know what's going on outside, but hecticness with people not ready for it to be at this level.
Yeah, absolutely. And once we take this conversation offline, we're going to get some more personal information from you, see if we might be able to pass along that information to Charlotte County,
sure.
And see what we can do there. But I will tell you, your 5-year-old, I mean, kids are so resilient. I went through Hurricane Andrew as a little kid in this area, and you know the things that you remember as a little kid, it's funny, and you'll write about it in your 1-year-old's baby book, and it will be, you know, something that, you know, that will be part of your story.
You just got to get through tonight, but it sounds like that, you know, the worst is over with for you. Let's certainly hope that it is. And then, like I said, we'll have our producer get your phone number, and then we'll see if we can put you in touch with folks at Charlotte County, and then they can come and check on you guys in the morning once it's first daylight, and hopefully help you out and go from there.
All right. I truly appreciate all the information and the help. Thank you.
Okay, Savannah, thank you, and we wish you all the best, and good luck to your children as well.
Appreciate it. All right, bye-bye.
And then to follow up on that, Amanda was able to get in touch with the folks at Charlotte County, and then they were able to get in touch with her. So it really has a happy ending.
It does. They got her out of there with her kids, and she even wrote in saying, you know, that they're safe now, and was happy for the reassurance, because you could hear it in her voice.
You could.
She took that first, like, real big gulp, and but then by the end of the conversation, she sounded like she was, you know, getting a little bit better, and then we know that she's feeling better now because she knows everybody's safe. The amount of responsibility and pressure that you feel as a parent with young kids when you're in a situation like that, it's just compounded. Yeah,
so now we'll see what, you know, how she has to rebuild and all those kinds of things, and hopefully they can get back on their feet here pretty soon and continue on with life. But the main thing is they're healthy and they're together right now.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Wink News, the Weather Authority. So we're still a little over an hour away from sunup, and that's when we will really be able to assess the damage from Hurricane Helene in our area.
Yeah, 3 things we should probably talk about right off the bat. The worst of the storm is over with. That's good news. There are lingering effects, and one of those is that there was a lot of flooding around, including around downtown Fort Myers, including around our TV station, which brings us to the third thing. You're looking at your TV screen going, who are these people? They're not Corey, they're not Lindsay, they're not Zach, they're not Taylor, they're not Rachel Cox-Rosen. We have flooding around our area, and so we're getting to the point as the water recedes where we can safely bring them in. We don't want them out and about driving in the dangerous conditions as well. So they will be here shortly.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm Russ McCaskey.
And I'm Amanda Hall, and if you're joining us, good morning. If you've been with us all night, then you're troopers right along with us, and we're happy that you've joined us for our continuous coverage.
All right, so let's send things over to Matt, because Matt also has worked all night long with us and all day yesterday as well. So Matt, let's talk a little bit about the storm though, and what we're looking at for today. Normal sounds good.
I was going to say we'll be looking forward to hot, humid, and chances for rain. Well, right now on the phone with us, Fort Myers Beach Mayor Dan Allers. Mr. Mayor, so glad that you're with us bright and early this morning. I know so many people are very concerned for Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah, good morning, Amanda. Thanks for having me. We're out on the road now, just continuing to assess as we have been all night. We strongly encourage people that if you don't have to come to the island, please don't.
Question about restricting people to come on the island. I know after some of the hurricanes in the past, you've had, you know, people that only had business there or had homes there come on the island. Are you considering anything like that, or what's the situation for today?
No, not at this point. We're not going to restrict anyone.
From what you've seen so far, can you kind of put into perspective for us how this looks? Obviously, compared to Ian, Ian was devastating. What's this one like? Is it just you know, sand and debris, or is there significant damage here again from this storm?
Well, it's obviously it's nothing like Ian as far as the surge and the damage, but it's I guess the best way to sum it up is it's a really big mess.
Yeah, this is such a tough hit, and it is the eve of the 2-year anniversary of Ian. So with that in mind, what is your message to your constituents, to those folks on Fort Myers Beach?
Well, take care of your property first.
I'm going to try to reiterate that message
Yeah,
to people
absolutely.
today. We don't want to add to the stress that's
Yep.
already going on the island.
From talking to the people there on the island, homeowners and business owners and so forth, mentally, how tough is this coming off what you've been through for the last 2 years? It's been so very difficult. Does it just feel like another punch to the gut?
Yeah, it sure does. You know, it's difficult to stay positive at times like this.
That's right. You pick yourselves back up, dust yourselves off. And Mr. Mayor, we so appreciate you joining us this morning. And again, we're going to try to remind people that if you can, avoid Fort Myers Beach for the time being so they can go in and truly assess what they need to do and the issues that they need to tackle first.
Get everything cleaned up so that then people can come and enjoy
Absolutely.
it. Mayor, thank you again for the time and best of luck to you as you begin this cleanup from yet another storm.
Amanda, Russ, thank you for the time.